Alrighty. Today we are getting ready to finally plant our moringa plants. And I am so excited about that because it's time. Now, these are my tomato cups right here. I call them tomato cups. And I think I explained that in another video. But it's basically because these are so big that I can up pot my beautiful tomatoes. If Mr. H come back in here, I will ask him to grab the tomatoes so I can show you just how well the tomatoes are doing. But right now we are talking moringa. All right, so I'm getting ready to up pot my moringa. I've already filled my trays and I've left about a good inch or so head spacing from the top here where the soil comes to the top of the cup. And this is a nice big, I forgot how big this is, but anyway, it's a nice size container and it will hold the trees until it is time to get them planted outside. Now what I did, I went ahead and a couple of days ago, I heavily saturated these containers here. And so they've been just kind of sitting for a couple of days and they're still moist. So all I'm going to do is just grab the moringa because I need to show y'all this moringa and how well the moringa is doing. That's parsley, babe. Those are the tomatoes up there. See how tomatoes?
Oh, they're beautiful.
I know.
Wow.
That parsley look good too. But those beautiful, beautiful tomatoes.
Okay, so
Come on, we're gonna show y'all these tomatoes real quick. You gonna just grab one tray or you gonna grab one?
let me grab one tray.
Okay, I'm gonna move this. Well, move my glasses over. That's heavy.
You can't even see your head now.
Where am I? So these are the tomato plants and they are looking absolutely fantastic. Look at these plants. Oh, they are just absolutely gorgeous, you all. This is the mushroom basket tomato. I love this tomato. I always say, this is my favorite, but I have so many favorites.
Yeah, these tomatoes look really, really good.
They do, and they're getting kind of all tangled in here together. You got to be careful pulling them out. And this is that big beefsteak tomato right here.
Oh, man.
So we have a lot of different varieties of tomatoes in this tray, but they are all growing so very well, as you can see.
Yeah.
Now, I know somebody's going to say, well, when did you start these tomatoes? We started them in January. Let me look at the date on here. I think it was January 11th, around the same time that we started the pepper plants, right? We started tomatoes and peppers all together. And we're going to do a separate video talking about this because I'm very excited to explain why we did this, okay? And this is just some hyssop that I started here recently. Well, not recently. January 19th is when I started the hyssop. So it's still growing. And it's growing very slowly.
Okay. Where's the moringa?
Well, I got it right here because we're finna get into this moringa.
Okay.
I'm going to hand you this tray back, kind sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Now let's talk moringa. All right, y'all. So if you recall, I started the moringa about 2 weeks ago. And I shared with you all my method for germinating the moringa seed. And basically all I do is put down a nice layer of paper towels, maybe about 3 layers, 3-4 layers thick, depending on the paper towel itself. And then I saturate it heavily with water. And I just put my seeds in there, right? And I put a lid on and there's no air coming in at all, right? This is 100% humidity, no air, no escape for the humidity, none of that. It's just sealed in here. And the only time I would lift these up would be to check on the status of the paper towels. because you do not want the paper towels to ever dry out, right? And so I would open it up to add more water if I needed to. But other than that, I didn't touch these. And it's been over 2 weeks. And so now it's time to show you what they look like now. And remember, I put a lot of seed in here, because you always want to try to germinate more than what you need. But in this case, I think I overdid it. So let me show you the beautiful moringa.
And by the way, it's just sitting right up under the heat lamp, not the heat mat.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is sitting underneath grow lights, but I do have it on a heat mat. Okay. The heat mat helps it. You want it to be hot, because this is basically a tropical tree, right? So this is what they look like.
That's nice. Look at, a lot of them germinated.
Yeah, and my paper towel is still pretty moist, but it's almost dry, and you never want it to dry out. So I didn't moisten it because it's time to up pot.
Yeah.
So all I'm getting ready to do now is plug these babies in to our cups right here. So y'all, I'm telling you, my method of germinating moringa is foolproof. I just love this, because you get an opportunity to see exactly what it is that you're going to be working with. All right.
Yeah.
And this is after soaking those seeds. So make sure you soak the seeds. I forgot if I soak these seeds for 2 days or 3 days. But in any case, I always soak my seeds. It could have been 3 days, but I always soak the seeds. And then I just put them out on this paper napkin that is completely, I mean, the paper towels are so wet, there's water moving around in the bottom, right?
That's how you want it.
Yeah, the moringa is not, the seed is not swimming in water, but you can literally move the water back and forth, and you want it to be highly saturated like that, okay?
Yeah.
So,
and also the moringa is super healthy, you know.
Oh, yes, it has so many benefits.
Y'all probably want to grow some moringa because it's one of those natural herbs.
That's right.
That helps you out when you're sick. You know, they make different concoctions with moringa to help your health. So
yeah, and not just when you're sick, but you can use this on a daily basis, even in cooking, right? The health benefits are just tremendous. So if you haven't seen, we did a video talking about the benefits of moringa, and I will do my best to post it at the end of this one.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to do now, I could use my finger, but I'm just going to take my finger and just poke a hole right down in the middle here and just widen it up just a little bit, like so. Because now I'm just going to pop my moringa seed. I'm going to start with the biggest one.
But look at the root system on that one. Look at that root system.
Isn't beautiful?
Beautiful little tree.
Floating in water. That's all it was. So actually, I'm going to have to make this a little bit deeper.
Yeah. Because y'all saw when we pulled the moringa trees up in the garden how big the root system is.
I haven't shown them that yet, but I will show them.
Okay.
Because it did look like sweet potatoes was on the end. So I'm just going to, let me set this to the side for now. And I'm going to go down in here a little bit deeper. Or not deeper, but I'm going to make this wider because I want the roots to have room to
branch out.
Yeah, to get down in here without me breaking them. So you can see how wide I just made that. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm not going to plant the moringa deep, but I am going to put it in so that my root system has room. There we go. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring y'all any closer to see that, but give me 1 second and I'll show you exactly what this is looking like here. Because we're not burying the stem very, very deep.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna press the air down, press the sides down to make sure there's no air pockets surrounding those roots.
Yeah, you wanted to make sure that it's sealed all the way where no air pockets, so it can get a good foundation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And now it's in there, just like that. And this is 511.
Uh-oh. That's some juice there.
This is that 511 right here. This is fish emotion. Shout out to Aunt Linda, Lady 511. And I'm just going to hit this just a little bit. It doesn't even need a lot, okay? Because we're just getting it settled. So I'm just hitting it with just a little bit of juice.
That 511.
That 511. And then she's going in her back in the tray. And I'm just going to get them all done this way because it just makes it easy to do it this way, y'all. Because if I were to just simply...
Want me to do?
Sure. Thanks for the help.
Oh, yeah.
If I were just to... And I'm going to pick these up carefully because the roots do get attached to the paper towel. And you might break a few, but that's okay. It'll bounce back. Don't worry about it. I'm just making sure I don't put it too deep. There we go. Covering that up. I must have broke off a leaf. Just making sure that I press that soil down pretty good.
Okay, now this root system is kind of small, but...
Mm-hmm. 9, 10. How many trays? I only have 11 out of all of these seeds that I plant started here. I only have 11 that did not germinate. And one was trying. It popped out. But something happened and it didn't continue. The same with this one. See here? It started but stopped. Who knows why?
Started but stopped.
Yeah. See?
Wow. You're gonna give it a
didn't make it.
So that's it for that?
Yeah, because it's brown on the end. See? Well, it looked like it could still be trying. But it's so far behind the rest of them, I'm not going to even worry about it. Did you do this or me?
I did that one.
Okay. So I'm not going to even worry about it. Get out a little juice. And put that in there. I'm going to grab another one here. I have to be really careful with taking it out of the paper towel. I'm going to pop that in there. Low battery. Now, one thing I will tell you is that once we pop all of these in and get this fish emulsion on there, the growth on it will just explode. Today's date is the 27th, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to come back and show you all an update on this so you can see just how fast they grow once you get them planted in the potting mix. And this is just our little seed starting mix here. And we have a video on how to make that. It says stop buying dirt and make your own seed starting mix, right? So, ooh, gentle.
Gentle is, you got it.
That's a nice root system on there. So, this is our potting mix. Oh, you need one too, or what?
Yeah, I need one, and pass me the tool.
Oh, you go. So, I'll plug that in there. And get all of this moringa up potted. And be very gentle with it, you all, if you're following along with us on how to do this.
Look at that root system, y'all.
Oh, that is beautiful.
I'm glad I got that one.
That's beautiful.
Look at that.
Just firm that potting mix because the potting mix is so fluffy. Ooh. So I'm just going to firm that around. And y'all remember now, moringa it's actually a perennial if you're in zone 8 and below. Is it above or below? Below, one of them. If you're in zone 8, 9, 10, so forth and so on, then this moringa can actually be a perennial. But if you are in...
It'll keep coming back.
Colder climates, you're going to have to start them over every year. Oh, this is a very nice one here. And it's kind of caught between these two, but I can gently move that apart. Look at that.
Wow.
You see how beautiful that is? And that's basically 2 weeks After I put them in the tray, it's been roughly 2
Let me,
weeks.
want me to get this good one?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. They all should do okay.
Yeah. So basically, that's what you're looking at. And I just like doing them this way. Will they grow if you just plug the seed in, the potting mix? Yeah, they will. They should at least. But this is just the way that I like doing it, because I like to see what has germinated, right? I like to be certain that what's in the soil is going to germinate.
511, here I go.
So yeah, you might want to squeeze gently so you don't splash this nasty stinking stuff in your face.
Oh yeah, that's it right there.
That's probably just the water from the cups, because I did have them good and saturated. May I have one of those containers?
There
Thank
you
you.
Sure.
So yeah, you all.
Yeah, this is a nice, I guess you could say, relaxing method.
It really is. Like,
Yes.
I was literally just about to say that.
Yeah.
Like, this is very relaxing
It is.
to do, right? Because it's not time to plant them outside. So, doing this part right here, I could just keep working with my little seedlings, and they are doing so well, looking so good.
Mm-hmm.
And it is so important to keep these paper towel moist, because if it dries out and your roots are tied up in there, you'll literally damage all of your roots. Like, I just broke that one off. So the paper towel needs to stay moist, stay saturated, because it'll pick right up if the paper towel is wet.
Yeah.
Did you juice it?
No. I need the juice right by me then. This is nice and relaxing.
It is relaxing to do. I really enjoy this a lot.
Pass me the juice.
Probably more than I should, but I enjoy this a lot.
It is relaxing.
Just and this is diluted. I think I probably got, this is, what is this, like a half, how big is this thing? It's not a gallon.
It's almost probably like 2 quarts or...
It say 56 ounces, so probably right at a gallon, yeah. So with this right here, I filled it up with water, and I probably put maybe a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of fish emulsion in there. I just eyeballed it and just shake it up real good. That's why it's not so dark, right? It's still kind of light. And really, this is what I've been feeding my plants on a weekly basis. And the growth on the plants have just been tremendous.
That's
Doing
fine.
it every week on that regimen, okay?
511.
So it helps them with that leafy growth. That's what we want. So I hope you all started your moringa, and these are the moringa seeds right here. These exact seeds are the seeds that are on our seed shop as well. And many of you have been ordering moringa. I think more of we have sent out more moringa this year than we did in the past 2 years. So I would say more people are getting in their moringa. And we still got we still have so many left over. Just starting to leave. So I'm gonna probably put these in 6-cell trays. I have some 6-cell trays that are like I don't know, like 3 inches, something like that, right?
Yeah.
It might be 3 inches deep and maybe 2 inches wide. So I'll up pot these into those 6 cells, And I will also keep those as like backups to these. That's what, 15? 18.
Yeah.
So that's 18 trees right there. And I mean trees.
18. And they get really big.
They get really big too.
They will shock you. I know they look small now.
I know.
Once they get in that ground, Mother Nature get to dealing with it.
Yep.
And God put his kiss on it.
Yep.
The sun come out.
Yep.
We got moringa trees, y'all.
The only thing you got to fertilize this with is nitrogen. That's it. You can hit these with some fish emulsion, and that's really all you got to do. You ain't got to put no whole bunch of stuff in here, right? Now, if you want to add some minerals like some azomite, you can certainly do that. That would only help, right? Yeah. So, yeah, we got our moringa. So I'm going to bring y'all back here because these trees will not be going outside. This is February 27th. They won't be going outside for another month, right? We don't put them outside in March because sometimes we have that late frost, and moringa can't stand cold temperatures, period. It'll kill them because they're young. They don't have that strong root system like an older mature tree. So they won't survive it. We've lost moringas that way. That's why we start so many, because sometimes we lose them to the cold weather, right? But these will not go out until the end of March, around the 1st or maybe even the 2nd week of April. And once they get in the ground and you give them that fertilizer, they're going to just explode with growth. Okay?
Yes, they will. They will.
So, but we're going to bring you all back to show you how the moringa is doing here. And that way you'll see just how easy it is to get these to grow. But you want to make sure you give the root system plenty of room to grow, because if you're in a colder climate, they're going to need the space, okay? You don't want them in a small container. They're going to need the space to grow until you can get them outside, all right? So that's why I'm putting them in these pretty big cups right here. I think these cups are like 4x6s, something like that. They're 4 inches across, 6 inches deep. So that's a pretty big container. But you all, that's the moringa. We still have a few left over that we are about to plant as well. And trust me, this method works. I think the last time we showed you, we had them in a really big 10-20 tray. But I covered them with the saran wrap. But I think I like doing it better with the little dome. Especially with these little small trays right here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yes they are.
So y'all, I think that's gonna do it to show you how the moringa is doing. We are so excited. She's a little girl now, but you just wait. She's a little lady now, but you just wait and see. So y'all, that's gonna do it for this video.
Thank y'all so much for joining us today on this channel, showing y'all the moringa, how we get it started. So, you know, this is very healthy. So I love this on my salad. Mrs. H
I always put it on our salads.
She hook us up with it.
I put it in our soup. I put it just about on everything.
You put that on everything.
Everything, And I'm going to tell you something. The reason why I grow so much is because I realize using as much moringa, I'm going to help you. Using as much moringa, is that better? As I use, I absolutely positively need to harvest more than what I harvested last year, because my little quart-sized jar of moringa is down to about like so. The one that I had, well, what I got left is down to about like so, and that's all I have. And so I realized that because I use it so much, that little harvest that we got from, how many trees we had?
Was it
about 5 or what? Or 4 or 5?
4 or 5.
Because I know we lost some.
Because we lost some, you're right. So we lost some. So I'm thinking that 4 or 5 is not gonna do it. I really need a lot of moringa. And I when I dry it, and that's gonna be for another video, but when I dry it, I don't powder it. I just press it down in the jar, right? I just pack it in there. and then I vacuum seal the jar, and that preserves the moringa. No oxygen absorber needed, but I preserved the moringa that way for a year. And we ran out of all but what I just shared with you. So planting more trees is going to allow for me to have, God willing, a much larger harvest than last year. And I think we started with 10 trees that we planted out last year.
Yeah.
But a lot of them didn't make it because we did have a cold snap come through, and a lot of them didn't make it. In fact, the ones that we did have, they died back. Yeah. And so I was shocked to see them come back. So I thought we weren't going to have any. Yeah. But in any case, that is going to do it.
That's going to do it for this video. Thank y'all so much for joining us at Homestead Heart.
Thank y'all for watching.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. And we will see y'all in the next video. And remember, y'all, it's that time to grow your groceries. If you have not gotten your seeds, we still have seeds available on our seed shop, Homestead Heart Farm. .com. Get your seeds because they are flying out of here. And hopefully you all have gotten your seeds and have started your seeds. Depending on where you are, you've gotten your seeds started. But y'all, I'm going to tell you, getting an early start on some seeds, not all, is very, very beneficial. Mr. H's eggplant are looking so good.
I just got to show them.
You got to show them?
I got to show them, y'all.
Come on, show them then, Mr. H. Come on, show them then.
Which one shall I go with?
It doesn't matter. They all look good.
I'm going to get the whole tray. I'm going to get the whole tray.
Okay, grab the whole tray. I'm going to sit this to the side. Let me spray some water on y'all just in case. Cover these back up. Move these out the way. Mr. H can get his eggplant in here.
Look at these eggplants.
They look beautiful.
That is so beautiful right there.
Absolutely stunning.
Woo, my eggplants. I'm going to be eating eggplant parmesan. I'm going to be...
everything, eggplant.
Oh, man.
They're coming along so well.
Yes, they are.
And the eggplant, tomatoes, and peppers, and tomatillos, and ground cherries were all started at the same time.
Yes.
Those are our January plants. And the reason why we're not going to get into all of that because I did say that was going to be for another video. So we're going to talk about this in the next video, Mr. H, because I want them to understand why we started things the way that we did a lot earlier than we did. So we're going to talk about that in another video because that is a whole another video in and of itself. Okay?
Yes.
But Mr. H's eggplants are looking fantabulous.
Yes, they are.
And he has some eggplant in here that are giant eggplants.
Oh, yeah.
And they're called... I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's spelled Niranja. So Naranja.
We're going to go with that. We're going to go with Naranja.
Naranja eggplant. I think I got it out of here. Yeah. I did. And here's another one right here. But this is the eggplant. Man. That is this is a long purple eggplant right here. Look at how big that one is.
Wow, that one is
This
nice.
is a long purple. We have long purple, Florida Market, and Black Beauty, and the Naranja. And this one gets, the eggplants are supposed to get up to 2 feet long.
Wow.
That's some big eggplant.
Yes, it is.
Right? Now, we're just growing this one because we were curious to see how it would grow, and we were curious to see how it's going to taste.
Yes.
And if it grew well, a 2-foot eggplant, I wouldn't need a lot of plants.
No, you wouldn't.
So we're trying to see, because the long purple gets long. It doesn't get any longer than about 1 foot long, but it's very narrow.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how this Naranja holds up, and we'll give y'all an update on that.
Yes, we will.
And to be honest with you, out of all the seeds that we started from the Naranja, only 2 of them survived or actually germinated.
Yeah.
I think I started like 4 cups with 2 seeds each, so that would have been 8 seeds, and only 2 of them germinated. So hopefully these 2 will be good and productive, but we'll see.
Yes.
So Mr. H is happy about his eggplant.
Yes, I am, y'all. I'm happy about the eggplants. And hey, we
This is A. She picked some good ones.
I'm gonna hook you up, babe.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it. Thank you so much for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings, y'all.
To each and every one of you, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Remember, y'all, get those seeds and grow your groceries.
Grow your groceries, y'all. Yes, y'all. Peace.